Hey, welcome to my standing observation. Oh, do you know I had the best week? I got to hang out. I had dinner. I had dinner with 4 friends this week. I really love catching up with people that I love, and I've had a big week of hanging out with people. And something that came up several times was really interesting. So I met a friend for dinner, and he said, "Oh, where did you park?" I was in Wellington, and it was a kind of a busy, hectic old night, and we were outside this restaurant, and he goes, "Where did you park?" I went, "Right outside." He was like, "Of course you did." I said, "What do you mean by that?" And he said, "Well, you've got to be the luckiest person I know. Like, of course you've got to park right outside in the rain of the restaurant, you know?" And I'm like, "Well, of course I did." And he goes, "Oh, that's right, because you have a parking angel." So a lot of my friends and family know about my parking angel. And when my kids were very little, I always taught them to say, "Drive in light, drive in grace, we will find a parking space." Right? So there's an expectation in that of we will find a parking space. So not we would really like a parking space, but we bloody well will find a parking space. And I think that the universe responds to commands. And I think it wants us to be more commanding. And my observation this week is about our expectations and the power of intention. And I think we need to expect more. I'd like to suggest you all expect a bit more. And the power of expectation, so positive expectation is phenomenal. And a lot of people are scared to have expectations because then they go, "Oh no, but I'm disappointed." Now, as someone who's I've spent most of my life fucking disappointed because I started off as a perfectionist and a control freak, and then I learned a few things. Then I realised that it's all fine, and I do strongly believe that everything happens for me, not to me. So if something doesn't go my way, I go, "Whoa, that was lucky." Obviously, the universe knows more than I do, right? But I'm really big on the fact that you will never get more than you expect. So having a high expectation, while it puts you at risk of disappointment, in my experience, it's a really good risk to take. So next time you're thinking about something, try lifting your bar. Just expect the fucking best. I walk around expecting the best. Now, I expect a car park right outside where I go. So I pretty much command the universe, drive in light, drive in grace. I will find a parking space. Thank you, angels. I sang thanks in advance. I want a parking space. Guess what? I always get them. Because I'm so lucky, right? Now, I believe I commanded that. And I think there's no thinking big and thinking small takes the same amount of energy. So when you think big, I think you need to think, what do I want? And then expect it. And part of expectancy is kind of stepping into acting as if. So just imagine, so if you went, right, imagine tomorrow I'm going to have the best day of my life. What will I wear? What time will I get up? Right? If it's going to be the best day of your life, you better fucking dress up, right? So I do that every day. I go, right, shit, I think today might be the best day of my life. And I expect it to be amazing. I'm like, come on, universe, impress me, right? I really love the idea about that. So the power of intention, some of you will have read The Secret a million years ago, and that was all about the law of attraction. And I really like, there's an old Tibetan saying of that you should pray for water, but start walking. So you can't just sit around fucking hoping. Hope is not a plan, right? You need to be a bit commanding and then do what you need to do to get the expectation. So I will command that I need the best park, and then I will drive around the block 3 times if I have to get the best park. So I'm not going to go, "Oh, fuck you, universe, you didn't give me the best park first time. That's it. I'm disappointed. Nothing ever works for me. Boo-hoo." Right? You've got to do the fucking walking. Right? So you've got to put a bit of effort in and lean in. Like, because then you're working with the universe. You're not just sitting back going, "Oh, come over here. Oh, me, Mrs. Princess Pants, get me a park." Right? You're going, no, I'm here with you. I'll go round and round. I'll do a loop. My kids go, "Jesus, Mum, how many loops are you going to do?" I'm like, "Mate, I'm waiting for the perfect park. I've ordered it. I've just got to wait for it to arrive." It's like ordering an Uber. You know it's coming. You just have to wait for it to arrive. So I know my perfect park's coming. I just have to wait for when it arrives, right? So I've got to do the work. And I really like the idea of intention. So there's a couple of things I have really big intentions on. One of my favourite things to do is to buy people gifts, and not just any old fucking gift. Certainly not a hamper. My God, please don't send boxes full of shit nearly at its use-by date to people that you pretend to care about. It's a hideous gift. Anyway, don't give people vouchers. Don't take cash and fuck them up by making it only available at one shop. Like, that's the dumbest idea, is it not? If you want to give someone money, give them fucking money, right? Don't give them a little plastic card that says, here's some money you can only spend in one fucking shop because I controlled that. Like, that's just a daft gift, isn't it? I'm not even going to carry on about hampers because I will get shitty because hampers piss me off. Anyway, I need to breathe. Right, so the power of intention, right? The power of intention. And the way the law of attraction works, it's a 4-step process. You have to ask, you have to expect, you have to believe, and then you've got to receive. So you've got to go, right, driving light, driving grace, I will find a parking space. Universe, I would like the best parking space for me right now. Then you've got to expect that it will happen, right? So you go, awesome, thanks, universe. I know you're working on it. It'd be fucking great if it could just arrive. Then you've got to believe that you're going to get that space. And then when you receive it, you've got to go, yay, and celebrate. You've got to go, yay, me, I got the best parking space. Because then you're showing your gratitude back, right? Now, gift giving is one of my favourite things, and giving gorgeous gifts, like things, not so much, they don't have to be expensive, but they've got to be fucking bang on. Like the perfect thing that you just go, oh my God, where did you find this? This is the perfect thing for me right now. And I go, I know. And it makes me really happy. Now, a couple of people have said to me over the years, oh, you piss me off. How come you always find the best gift? How do you do that? How come you find the best gift? Like, what's that about? How do you do it? Do you know how I do it? I expect it. So I will go, right, it's so-and-so's birthday in July. I need a fucking amazing gift for them. I would like a gift that would blow their mind. Universe, help me. Then I start walking, right? So you pray for the water, then you start walking. I've prayed for the gift. I've set the intention, gone, hey, universe, need your help. Got to find a perfect gift. If you could help me, be brilliant. Can't wait to see what you come up with. Expectation, right? Looking forward to seeing what you bring me. There's the expectation, right? So there's that I've asked, I've expected, then I just believe that I'm going to have the most amazing gift. Now, I don't know what that gift is. And then I do the walking. I wander around. I look places. I Google online things. I think like, oh, what's his favourite music? And then I go, oh my God, look at that. Or, I do some work, right? But while I'm doing the work, the perfect things come my way. So you do have to do work. But I do think a huge part of getting what you want is about expectation. And I don't think people expect enough. I don't think you lift your bars high enough. I'm like, come on, what's the greatest? So one of the meetings I had this week was with 2 gorgeous guys that I work with from Australia who were here in New Zealand. And I said to them, tell me about what's the greatest email you could get? The greatest opportunity that could pop into your inbox right now. What is that? And they're like, oh shit, that's a good question. I said, I know it's a good question because I asked it. Love a good question. What is the greatest thing that could happen to you? What's the greatest invitation you could get right now? Like if you said, what's the greatest place? If you said, oh my God, I would just die if someone invited me to, there's a candle orchestra tribute to David Bowie happening in Wellington, and I would just love it if someone would take me to that. I'm like, take your fucking self, right? Why would you wait to be invited? Take yourself. Invite someone else. But think about what that opportunity is and then expect it to come. Now, it might be something as simple as you can go and take yourself to that thing. It might be that you provide that opportunity for someone else, right? Or you might just stick it out to the universe that I would love someone to invite me on a holiday. But then you've got to ask the universe for that. I want to go on a holiday. I want a holiday. I want an amazing holiday. And then you can expect it and go, where are you sending me, universe, on my holiday? Now, you might not have any money. You might not have any idea where you're going to go. But if you ask and expect, and then you really believe, like I'm going on a holiday, I don't know where I'm going, but it's going to be amazing. I bet you it comes. I bet you it comes. So there you go. I really like the saying, I think it was Lynn McTaggart that said, attention goes where energy flows and intention goes where energy flows. So wherever you set your intention, your energy will flow there. Isn't that good? So I've been doing lots of intending. I'm intending everywhere. I'm intending some really important people read my book. I'm intending that I get some really cool opportunities to talk about my book on different interviews and podcasts and different things. And I'm just setting my sights on my intentions. Who do I want to respond? I want that person to respond. I want to have a conversation with them. I want them to read my book. I want them to hear about this. I want to write an article for that magazine. Like, what do I want? And then setting an intention and then expecting it. So there you go. Be a little bit more expectant. That's your job. What are you going to expect? And make it big. Don't just fuck around. Get big. Ask, expect, believe, receive. Amazing. Happy Friday. Bye.